Now, we've all got one of these people in our life, the happiest people in the universe. They do exist. How do they exist? We're going to talk about our happiest person in our universe, Wayne Hughes, and the secrets to his success. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Cleo is here.
Good morning. How are you, Mark?
Excellent. You.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready for the day. I haven't done the kids' breakfast yet, but we'll get to that. They can wait a little bit.
You're getting there. You're getting there. Now, this morning, we're talking about the happiest person in the universe, Wayne Hughes, has been our business coach for 22 years. Do these people shit you sometimes because they're always happy?
I've never seen Wayne angry ever in all the times he's in the office, no matter what is going on in our world or even in real estate. He's always smiling. And yes, sometimes it does shit you because you have a bad day and you're like, he's so happy.
He doesn't even get to a 9. He just stays at 10 out of 10 happiness.
Even when, you're talking about tough topics, he has ways to just turn it around, and he always gives you a positive outlook or spins it. It's like he's got this special switch in his brain. When something negative comes in, he's like, how am I gonna spin that? And it'll just go click, and it's completely different.
Now, taking Wayne from the top, we're gonna take him from the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top. Wayne's a business coach, so he comes into our business. Um, I met Wayne when I was 24, and didn't know much about much. And friend Michael Grant, local developer in the Northern Beaches, said, "Mate, you should probably use this guy. Bit of a older guy. You need a bit of an old shoulder on your old head on your shoulder in your business." And called Wayne up, and for every Thursday, never changed the day, never missed a day. Every Thursday from 8 a.m. to 12 for 4 hours, he sits with me, Cleo, everyone in the business. People just unload, unpack, chat, and then he put their brain on the table, and then he pulls it back up and puts it where it's meant to go.
Yes, he unpacks a lot in those 4 hours, considering he's dealing with people from real estate. And to be fair, you always feel confident, and that what you tell him is between you and Wayne. He, although um, sits with you and tells you everything as well, I don't feel like when I'm unloading what my issues are at work that he's there to then just repeat what I've said. It's very constructive, and you feel heard, and you know that you can trust Wayne with whatever it is that you're saying. He's been, like you said, in the business for so long, and helped shape a lot of our policies and procedures, everything, PM related that we talked to Wayne about. It's, he's seen before. He always has a plan, and you do feel very comfortable when you're talking with Wayne. He just has that power, which is amazing.
Your favorite moments that Wayne's what are your highlights for Mr. Wayne as a business coach?
I would have to say guidance through COVID was a big one. We were in uncharted waters, and we still were able to navigate how we were going to still run the portfolio, dealing with tenants, dealing with access, rents, and how that was all going to play out. So I think that was a pivotal moment with Wayne as a business coach. Like he really shone through. As did you and Lisa, of course. you never, during that period, we didn't feel like we were out of control or that it was unknown. Like we still had that stability, which was great. Another thing would be how he helped um, calm my mind with coming back to work after having kids during the time that I had off, coming back to work, all that stuff. You know, he's a dad himself, and just he always would boost you up and just give you that confidence, complimenting, you know, that, you know, you're doing a great job. This is amazing what you're doing. And all that helps with just maintaining that. So yeah, I would say that those two things were probably my favorite. And there's so many, you know, there's so many, but I would say as a coach, I think for me personally, those are highlights where Wayne's really helped and motivated me as a property manager.
It's got to be a special type of person. Like this is someone that in like okay, I'll put it this way: has he helped our business? Um, I guess first of all, like in your opinion, I think that's a big yes from what you've said.
Yeah, definitely. I think if we're going off in the wrong direction or a wrong tangent, he's always been able to give us comparisons and experience on where things have gone better, doing it a certain way. For example, offshore, where we discuss people working offshore and how it works for business and things like that. I think he's helped our business definitely, not just with counseling, you know, us on a day to day, but just with procedures and how things are meant to run, pretty much.
Because it's sort of that's a really giving job, is where I was going with it. That um, someone that's sort of behind in the back of the cloakroom, advising, helping, stimulating, um, confiding, helping. Like just he's just the ultimate sort of guy. That's hot. He's sort of like the hand holder.
He
You,
certainly
you know what I
certainly
mean?
is.
Like it's
Yeah.
like the conscience. Um, so businesses out there that are considering a business coach, um, I would definitely say, and Cleo, from a management level, you've benefited from myself from a management level. I've benefited, but I think definitely to have someone. I tell you another thing. It sometimes you just need to freeze yourself in time on a regular basis, and good things come out of that. It's sort of like going for a swim in the ocean or having a bath and having 30 minutes silence. I find having someone like Wayne is the type of person that actually gives you that that silence time, because you're forced to sit and work on yourself or work on your business, and you sort of can't be sidetracked by anything else because he's front and center in front of you, and that's the topic he wants to talk about.
Yeah, and I often wonder how many books he has where he scribbles and plans and writes, and he must have a storage locker full of all those thoughts and strategies because every time you sit with Wayne, he's got his pen and his book, and he gives you diagrams, and he's like much like you with your graphs, but you know. He's always going to ask, okay, your 2 year plan, your 1 year plan, your next week plan, your 20-year plan, and you're just like, oh, I'm in the hot seat, all right, and he's writing.
And then when you're walking past, he's like, "Oh, oh, oh, Cleo, you know how you mentioned," and he'll bring you back up on it over and over and over and over.
100%. And you know what, even if you get one nugget from a appointment with Wayne on that day, it filters through what you do for months down the track. Just little things, where you write things down as well, and you refer back to them. And you go, oh yeah, and then that just becomes second nature on how you think, maybe bringing on new business or a dialogue that you might have or use. Things like that do resonate, and it's very valuable to all of us in the team. um you know Even sometimes when you just want to have a whinge, He's great for that, what's happening around you and you're frustrated, and he's very good with listening, so good with listening, which is really important, I think, as a business coach, that you listen. And because we often don't listen.
There's a little
So
bit of psychologist in there, isn't there?
100%, definitely feels like you're having a bit of a session, that you're paying for, Mark, so thank you.
But you know what? I've referred Wayne to some good friends, and they've used him, and some haven't, and some have, and stuff like that. And he's a hired gun, guys. So you can look him up, and he's actually just popped on. There he is, filing cabinet that's full of gigabytes. Yeah, that's right. That's all the stuff he's got. How are you, Wayne? So his company is called Ultimate Agency, but he's a business coach for excavation companies, for bottling companies, for building companies, for real estate companies. He's sort of like, I think if you're, I would recommend, if you're in business and you're always, you need that sort of that person to guide you. When I refer him to friends, it's there's two types of referrals I give. One, the person I go, call this guy, and they just go, bang, he's good enough for you. He's employed. And then the other type of person are, what his qualifications. Never goes anywhere from there. But that, everyone's like, so what does he actually formally have? But I guess, that's, to me, that's not important. I found in business that um, if someone has what you want, they become very, very important to you in your life. And I found that, I don't want his degree, but I want his guidance and his help and his calmness. I like how Cleo, he can, I think you mentioned it before, he can benchmark with other businesses and other and say, look, it's okay. We're actually having this happen at the moment in two or three other businesses, real estate or not real estate. That's a really nice thing, I think, as a someone in management. Like, you sort of don't know what's on the other side of the fence, and when someone like that comes along and says, "Well, I'll tell you what's on the other side of the fence," and blah 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 blah, it's like, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's reassurance. He gives you that reassurance. And, I remember a conversation, Bronx, Wayne and I were talking about management fees a while back now. And we were thinking, sometimes our clients might haggle us on management fees. And he said, "Oh, well, that's nothing, like out in this office, which is completely different demographic, they pay 3% management fees." And we're like, what? Like, just mind blown on some of the stories and comparisons. And then we were like, oh, okay. So we felt so much better that we were alone in our daily grind. He does make you feel supported.
And every world needs Switzerland. So I find that it's a nice neutral party. And sort of Switzerland. I remember when the sales team, we almost had mutiny about 10 years ago, and Wayne came along and was like, "Okay, well, I've had this happen before, and Mark's what we have to do, and teams, and talk to the team members, this is what you guys have to do, and let's all agree to this." And it was like, bang, you need it. You need it.
They tried to overthrow the boss.
It
Oh my gosh.
happens. It happens. So anyway,
So funny.
Wayne Hughes, Business Perceptions, aka Ultimate Agency. Look him up. He's made a comment here, so you can follow him from there if you need guidance in your business. Unpaid plug, just because we love ya, Mr. Hughes. And
Thank you,
Cleo,
Wayne.
thanks for sharing, and thank you. What a beautiful guy, huh?
Thank you, Wayne. Yes, we'll see you soon.
We'll see him soon. He's in the office.
I know. Okay, bye.
All right. Take care. Thanks, heaps. Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye bye,
Bye.
everyone.